What if I told you that the very chaos you fear is actually the key to your profound transformation? In a world that thrives on unpredictability, the most profound truth lies not merely in survival, but in the ability to become stronger through adversity. This concept, articulated by Nassim Nicholas Taleb in his groundbreaking work, Antifragile, Things That Gain from Disorder, invites us to rethink our approach to challenges. Welcome to the mind of a Stoic, where embracing volatility is not just a strategy, but a way of life. Subscribe now, for mental power awaits those who dare to challenge their limits and embrace the unpredictable. The first law of anti-fragility is to embrace the storm. Most individuals instinctively seek shelter from life's tempests, clinging to the illusion of safety as if it were a lifeline. Yet, true strength emerges from the eye of the hurricane. When the winds howl, the anti-fragile do not retreat, they dance. They leverage chaos as fuel, transforming it into growth and opportunity. Understand this: volatility is not your enemy, it is your crucible. Each disruption is an opportunity to refine your spirit and harden your resolve, much like a blacksmith tempers steel through fire. In the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis, many businesses that adapted to the new reality emerged stronger, proving that adversity can indeed be a catalyst for growth. Consider the psychology behind this principle. The resilient may withstand shocks and return to a baseline existence, but the anti-fragile thrive, adapting and evolving. This distinction is crucial to understanding human potential. When faced with adversity, you can either cower or rise. The choice is unequivocally yours. In the face of uncertainty, ask yourself, how can I turn this challenge into a stepping stone toward greater achievement? The anti-fragile view obstacles as invitations to innovate, much like how companies such as Airbnb and Uber capitalized on the disruptions in traditional hospitality and transportation sectors to create entirely new markets. The second law is to cultivate your discomfort. In a society increasingly obsessed with comfort, the anti-fragile actively seek discomfort as a means of evolution. They understand that every ounce of challenge is akin to a weight in the gym, building the muscles of character and resilience. Seek out the hard paths, the uncomfortable conversations, and the risky ventures. Each moment of discomfort is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your growth. For instance, many successful entrepreneurs, like Richard Branson, often recount how stepping outside their comfort zones led to their most significant breakthroughs. The psychology here is simple yet profound. Comfort breeds stagnation. When you insulate yourself from challenges, you inevitably wither. The anti-fragile, however, are like trees that bend in the wind, growing stronger with each gust. They know that the only way to flourish is to stretch beyond their limits. Embrace discomfort. Let it carve your path to greatness. Consider the countless athletes who push their bodies to the brink. They understand that pain is temporary, but the strength gained is lasting. Thirdly, learn to love randomness. In a world that craves predictability, the anti-fragile revel in uncertainty. They understand that randomness is not a threat, but a source of potential. When you embrace unpredictability, you open the door to creativity and innovation. The unexpected can lead to the extraordinary, as evidenced by the rise of tech giants like Google, which emerged from the chaotic landscape of the internet boom. Do not fear the unknown. Let it guide you to uncharted territories that may hold the keys to your future success. The psychological underpinning of this principle is clear. The mind often seeks patterns, craving certainty. Yet, life is a chaotic dance of possibilities. The anti-fragile embrace this chaos, using it as a canvas for their creativity. When faced with uncertainty, ask yourself, what new paths can this unpredictability reveal? The stories of inventors like Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," illustrate how embracing randomness can lead to groundbreaking discoveries. The fourth law is to build a fortress of options. In the realm of antifragility, flexibility is paramount. Do not bind yourself to a single path. Instead, create a network of possibilities. The anti-fragile are like the barbell, anchored by a robust core while exploring high-risk opportunities on the other end. This strategy allows them to navigate the unpredictable landscape of life with grace and strength. The concept of optionality, as discussed by Taleb, emphasizes that when you have multiple avenues to explore, you significantly reduce the risk of catastrophic failure. Psychologically, this speaks to the importance of having a diversified strategy. Each option is a lifeline in turbulent waters. The anti-fragile do not place all their bets on one outcome. They diversify their strategies, ensuring that when one door closes, another opens. In your life, ask, how can I expand my options today? The emergence of gig economies and freelance work exemplifies this principle, allowing individuals to pursue multiple income streams rather than relying solely on traditional employment. Fifth, practice radical self-awareness. The anti-fragile are deeply introspective, aware of their strengths and weaknesses. They confront their fears head-on, using them as tools for growth. This radical honesty allows them to navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. Embrace self-reflection as a weapon in your arsenal. The psychological insight here is profound. Self-awareness breeds resilience. When you understand your triggers and limitations, you can respond rather than react. The anti-fragile do not shy away from their flaws. They face them with courage. In your journey, consider, what truths about myself am I avoiding? The stories of leaders who have openly discussed their vulnerabilities, such as Brené Brown, illustrate how embracing one's imperfections can lead to greater authenticity and connection with others. Lastly, remember that anti-fragility is a lifelong journey. It is not a destination, but a continuous evolution. Each challenge you face is not merely an obstacle, but an opportunity for transformation. Embrace the process. Let it mold you into a stronger version of yourself. The anti-fragile understand that growth is not linear. It is a series of peaks and valleys, each contributing to their overall development. In a world rife with uncertainty, the anti-fragile stand tall, not because they are invincible, but because they have learned to thrive in adversity. They do not fear the storm, they welcome it. So, as you step into the chaos of life, ask yourself, Will you merely withstand, or will you grow? The choice is yours, and the power lies within you, waiting to be unleashed in the face of life's inevitable challenges.